Okay, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. My journey into Web3 really started as a college major in the classes of global history and micro and macroeconomics. And this is where I learned about all the inventions that led to human advancement, particularly in the areas of the Industrial Revolution. Now, there was multiple industrial revolutions that were led through the inventions that were cultivated and built by successful entrepreneurs and inventors of their ages. And I remember sitting in those classes and thinking, if I was just born a little bit earlier with the knowledge that I have now, I could have created something amazing back then, as well as a wealth opportunity for people that look just like me. Now, you probably know some of these faces. These are some of the great entrepreneurs and investors that fully built out systems during those industrial revolutions. They all had the means to, and all had the ambition to build something great for us as a community. If you do not recognize some of these faces, just go to Manhattan. There is a building named after them. There's somebody talking about them on Twitter. I bet you're gonna hear about them. And how did they do it? So again, it all starts with just a simple invention that is used to actually improve everyday lives for all of us. I'll give you the perfect example. The discovery of fire. That was over 1.9 million years ago. That was followed up with the creation of the wheel. Let's stop for a minute and think about all of the markets and innovations that came out of just those two things. All right, I'm gonna give you two examples of markets that were created from them. The first one is the global automotive industry, currently valued at 2.86 trillion with a T dollars. The second one, it is the global airline industry, currently valued at 744 billion with a B dollars. Just two of the markets created out of the discovery of fire and the creation of the wheel millions of years later. Now, the last industrial revolution, which is going to be familiar to a lot of us. I'm a millennial. Anybody else a millennial here? Thank you. We're all going to remember this one. The creation of the personal computer and the internet. Now, compared to the discovery of fire and the creation of the the creation of the wheel, the internet and personal computer market is still in its infancy stage. And yet, it already has a lasting impact on us all. All industries that we consume today have folded within the personal computer and internet space. We consume media, we buy our products, we communicate, we write hateful tweets about other people on the internet. But the innovation doesn't stop there. There's still much more for that market to provide to us, even at this young stage. And that's why in 2009, four developers created a new form of currency to help combat the federal banking reserve system, as well as the global recession of 2008. I'm pretty sure we all know this one. It is Bitcoin. Bitcoin is a cryptocurrency or decentralized currency that removes third-party intermediaries from transactions between person A and person B. And third parties, when I say that, I'm talking about banks. And it's powered by the more impressive technology called the blockchain. Now, the blockchain is a decentralized digital ledger that stores data of any kind. Don't worry about the slide, I'm going to explain it in layman's terms. Say I want to send you $1, and I have an envelope. You provide me your address. I put your address on the envelope, I put $1 in the envelope, and I ship it out to our mailing facility. Now, instead of state running the mailing facility, us as users run the mailing facility. And it's our job to validate that what I'm sending you is nothing malicious that can destroy the system. And once you do that, person B can receive their goods, which is $1. It's not a lot, but it's $1. And that is the key to blockchain. Blockchain is a trustless system that increases the speed of transactions as well as the security of transactions. And lastly, and most important, our privacy as users. Now, as a Web3 nerd, I am a programmer, I am a geek. I apologize for this, I'm not trying to talk technical to you. But my Web3 colleagues will definitely hate if I did not put this up here, because I'm talking about blockchain. The origin of blockchain goes back to 1991 in this document called How to Digitally Timestamp a Document. Definitely look it up, all right? It's very nerdy, but definitely look it up. It's very interesting to understand how blockchain was actually cultivated pre-Bitcoin. Now, like I said, blockchain is the more impressive side of Bitcoin. I don't really care about the cryptocurrency space. It really is nothing compared to blockchain as a technology. And in 2015, I'm so happy that developers actually came together and understood that value of blockchain. And they created a new blockchain with a cryptocurrency to back it. And their focus was simply on building a blockchain that us as users can build other systems and products off of. Now, this is another famous one, so I'm pretty sure you guys know this one too, is Ethereum. Now, Ethereum was again created for the usage of us to actually build our own systems and processes. Now, what that means is, instead of focusing on just building a cryptocurrency, a form of value, they wanted to build a system, a network, like the internet, but for its users. And ironically enough, their co-founder, Givanne Woods, actually coined the term Web3. And he coined it as a decentralized online version of the internet focused on its users. Now, what is Web3? Why do we call it Web3? I'm pretty sure this is gonna take you guys back to back in the millennial days. We all remember this. The first iteration of the web started with the creation of the internet back in the 90s. Now, this is when we had to plug out our phones and plug our telephone cord into our modems and piss off our moms because we had to turn off the phone lines in order to go on the internet. I'm pretty sure we all remember You Got Mail. That was Web 1.0. The second iteration of the web is what we're currently going through right now. So where the first web was focused on us just reading material online, the second web is about us interacting as well as creating our own content that we could also share with others too. You could think of social media as Web 2.0, but also it involves Netflix and streaming services, YouTube, and a slew of other platforms. Now, what Web 3 plans to do is do everything that Web 1 and Web 2 did, but in a decentralized fashion, where just like with Bitcoin's case, we're removing third-party intermediaries, such as the companies that are collecting our data and selling it out to advertisers and other nations, etc. We're putting the power back into the user's hands. All right, the first thing people are building on Web3, which was actually the one thing that made me forget about cryptocurrency and just focus on blockchain as a technology, was the creation of the concept called the DAO, a decentralized autonomous organization. This was the first blockchain-backed business. It was an $11.5 million venture capital fund created and ran by the community. All you had to do was really just join the group, see what they're saying, read their proposals, and send off a contract through a developer to have those proposals actually funded through the blockchain. And there are now a lot of DAOs after the creation of this one that are set up for various purposes, such as the Ukraine DAO, which was set up to actually help fund Ukraine against its issues with Russia. And many other social communities built with DAOs for various purposes. You can create a DAO for literally anything. Whatever purpose or social cause that you have, build a DAO for. Reach out to a developer like me, and we'll help you. The next thing you can do with Web3 is actually something that blew up in the last few years, which was the play-to-earn space. It's currently valued at over $1 trillion. And what it does is essentially, we all like playing games, right? Well, the great thing now in the play-to-earn space is you can actually make money off of the games you love to play. All you have to do is create a version of it that's powered through the blockchain. Another possibility, and something that's a little bit more controversial, my talk was actually centered around it, but I decided it's a little bit too early for you guys. And that is the creation of the metaverse, which is a complete virtual land that is powered by Web3 technology. We're not gonna go into that one. I know it's a little bit crazy, Ready Player One. We're gonna stay out of that one, all right? All right. So that is all of the possibilities of Web3. And currently, as it stands, it's valued at over $1 trillion. And unlike the internet and the discovery of fire and the invention of the wheel, it's really young. It's not even at infancy stage. I don't even know what to call it at this point. And it's still going through its flushing out stage of trying to figure out where its place in the market is. But we already see its impact, where we have asset managers as large as BlackRock who have built ETFs built around blockchain technology. We have governments such as El Salvador that are betting their whole economies on Web3 technology. And many other countries and individuals and businesses are integrating blockchain technology into them in order to better their security, their privacy, or their operation practices. So Web3 is here to stay, all right? But first, before we get you guys to that ending phase, let me give you some resources on how to learn it so that you understand everything that you need to know about it. First one I'm gonna give you is called Binance Academy. Binance is the largest centralized crypto exchange platform, and it currently has an academy where it has articles on everything to dealing with Web3 and Web3 technology, both within blockchain and alternative blockchain technology itself. And to make it easy for you guys, they have it listed if it's easy or it's hard or it's intermediary. So you can start off with the beginner steps there, and it's completely free. It's just education. The next one, coinmarketcap.com. Cryptocurrency space is what powers blockchain technology and powers Web3 as a whole. CoinMarketCap actually has every single cryptocurrency created and being created on its platform. It even has NFTs, which we're not going to talk about as well, but it's also a part of Web3 too. You can actually look into your favorite cryptocurrency or any crypto project that you're interested in. You can get links to their community pages. And again, since this is community-based, you can actually join their communities, ask questions, and learn more about it, as well as join their ownership board if you feel the need to. Now, with all of that, Web3 is, again, brand new, and it's for the community, and it has a tremendous amount of growth, currently valued at $1 trillion, meaning that it's already exploding. Everybody's falling into it, and it's so much more space for it to grow. Are you going to fall behind and not be some of those amazing people that we see named in Manhattan and named on the Forbes list and miss out on this opportunity? Or are you going to embrace this technology that's going to be changing the world and changing the way that we actually communicate and protect ourselves online? I won't, because I'm that college student that didn't want to miss out on the internet and didn't want to miss out on the other ones. So hopefully you guys won't as well. Thank you.